Hey guys, Dr. Joe Borio. I'm at my home office today, and I thought I'd spend a couple of moments sharing some thoughts that I had. Obviously, there's a lot going on. There's a lot of uncertainty happening right now by people, and there's some fear, and some of it justified, some of it maybe not fully realistic. And you don't know where to get your information from, and who to believe, and what's accurate and what's not. And my God, sometimes the internet's the best place to go, and sometimes it's the worst place to go, right? But I wanted to share with you, I think, a few minutes, certainly to those patients that I take care of in my office. Um, I remember a number of years ago, I was going through some challenging times, and I was upset and scared and emotional and frustrated, and all those emotions that we go through. And my dad, who's such a wise man, he came to me and said, "What's the matter? What's going on?" And I don't remember exactly what I said, but it was something like, "Oh, I'm kind of freaking out," And he was like, "Well, I appreciate that," but he said, "Think about this. Think about all the time and the energy and the emotion that you're putting in to this moment where you're nervous and scared and you're freaking out. Like, think about all of that right now, and look at it's consuming you." And I said, "Yeah, it is." And he said, "Well, think about this. If you were to take maybe not all of it, but just some of that energy, time, and emotion, and divert that into some constructive action." My dad was an engineer, so thinking about constructive action, like solving a problem, think about what that would do to your ability to get through the challenges that you're going through. And from that moment in my life where I had that experience with my dad, that left a profound impact on me anytime I go through challenges in my life. And I think that's some great wisdom from Papa Borio, if you will, as to what's going on now. There's some things that we're worried about. Our healthcare, our health, our family, our extended family, work, finances. Is the government doing what's right for us? Is it doing something that's maybe not wrong for us? What's really happening, all those things. And gosh, if they shut my business down, if they shut my job down, if they take this away, my ability to earn an income, and how am I going to do this, and how am I going to pay for that, and what's happening? And I appreciate all those concerns, because we're all going through that. But if you stop for a minute and you think, hey, listen, what's really happening? What am I really afraid of? Right? What it does is it starts to divert all of that energy you're putting into fear. And we're writing stories. Aren't we writing stories like, my God, if that happens, that happens. Oh my God, if this happens, that happens. And that's going to happen. And none of that's even happened yet, right? None of it's even real yet. And yet in your mind, you start suffering from something that hasn't even happened. If we took just some of that, maybe not all of it, but some of that with a piece of paper, you write down, hey, listen, what am I really concerned about? What am I nervous about? What's the worst thing that can happen here? And then we started to be not emotional, but more maybe problem solving, a little bit more logical in, okay, what would I do if this happens? Or what could I do if this was to happen? And maybe things are going to be shut down for more of us, right? Okay, so they're going to shut that down. What am I going to do? How can I not get through it, grow through it? How can I grow through this challenging time rather than just get through this time? How can I take some of what's happening and look at an opportunity? Because right now it's tough. I get it. You're like, my God, what is the opportunity here? These things are happening. But what is the opportunity right now that's in front of me that I'm not looking for? Because I guarantee if you start looking for an opportunity, if you start looking for something that you could help yourself, your community, your family out of what's happening, you'll find it, because that's what your brain's really good at. What it does is it starts diverting all that energy and time you're spending on worrying, and it starts to make it more constructive. And the next thing you know, it's a lot easier to get through the tough or challenging time, because now you're utilizing all your energy and resources to grow through something rather than to get through it or just hope that it would go away, which is which isn't realistic. And that's what I do. That's what I've been doing. And I wanted to share that with you guys. You know, I'm so blessed. I take care of so many patients in our office, and I get emotional. I fight back that emotion to think that I love doing what I do as a chiropractor. So many of you people I touch, and I get to care for and adjust, and I get to take care of your mom and your dad and your children. And my God, I mean, thousands of you guys. And it breaks my heart to think that you guys aren't going to get care potentially, or that, you know, that somehow would be prevented. And especially in a world where, boy, if people need a hug or a kiss or some support, and the idea of that touch or that hold, or that ability to adjust you and help your spine and nervous system and to allow your body to be healthier, to think that I won't be able to do that, maybe not. We're still open and we're still taking care of people, but to think that we're not going to be able to do that, that's heart-wrenching for me, because that's what I love to do, and that's why I think God put me on this planet to do that. But I also want to look at, hey, what are the opportunities here for all of us in order to get through this and grow through it as we get through it, as time passes. You know, Winston Churchill said, "When in hell, keep moving." So I think that's a simple way to say what my dad said. You know, when in hell, when things are bad, just keep moving forward. Make little steps along the way. Make little decisions throughout the day. Maybe it's tough to get through a day, one day at a time, to get through 1 hour at a time. Maybe it's get through 15 minutes at a time. Maybe it's get through 5 minutes at a time. But it does allow you to get through it. And the true benefit of progress is to make progress, right? You know, it's not perfection, it's progression. It's trying to get through tomorrow, making it a better day than today. And I think finding ways to make it better is great. I'll leave you with this. One of the things I get in the habit of doing to help me affect my emotional state and my physical state is every morning I get up and I write down 3 things that I'm grateful for. And sometimes they're the same things, and sometimes they're entirely different things, and they could be anything. But I find that when I sit down and I put my mind to it and I think, hey, I'm going to write down 3 things I'm grateful for, you know what starts to happen? I start writing down 10 things or 12 things or 15 things that I'm grateful for. Like all of a sudden I'm like, wow, I'm thankful for the people in my life and my friends and all the people I get to take care of, and things that maybe I have, or things that I love, or things that I love the smell of. You know, my mother making biscotti almond cookies. Like, that's awesome. You know what I mean? Just great stuff like that. And then what I do is I write down 3 things I'm looking forward to, because this too shall pass, as King David was taught by his great jeweler, the great jeweler. He said to the jeweler, hey, make me a piece of jewelry that every time I look at it, I know that things are going to be okay. And that's where that came from. It's Old Testament. And the jeweler gave him a ring, and in the ring it was inscribed, this too shall pass. So this too shall pass. But it reminds me that, hey, you know what? I've got things to look forward to. I've got so much in life to look forward to. So many great things, so many great opportunities to look forward to. And I always then write down 3 things that I'm great at, the 3 things that I think are my strengths, 3 things that are my gifts. And when I do that every morning, it allows me to take control of me. It allows me to have clarity. It allows me to have strength. It allows me to set my rudder, set my sail, punch something in a GPS that says, hey, listen, I'm not going to be overtaken by the happenings in my life. I'm going to be the one that is the captain of my own ship. And I'm going to be the one that allows more direction, more rational thought, more deliberate intent in my life. And by doing so, it gives me a better day. So sometimes people say, well, Dr. Joe, you're always so happy and you're always so positive. And, you know, do you ever have a bad day? And I always say, you know, I never have a bad day. I have bad moments of a day, but I don't think I ever really have a bad day. And some things happen. And if you look at those as opportunities, if you look at those as challenges, if you look at those as things that God placed in front of you to make your day better, to make you better, then the day becomes a day of purpose, meaning, value. And I think that's what's going on right now. I really do. So I wanted to share those thoughts with you, you know, and just tell you guys I love and appreciate you. And all those people I take care of, I just want to give you a big, huge hug right now. And some people are going through a lot worse times than we ever will. And I want to give you guys a big hug too. let you know I love and certainly pray for you and I care about you. We're in the office normal time, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, all day, 8 in the morning until 6 o'clock at night, like we have been for 30, I can't even believe I'm saying that, almost 30 years I've been in practice. So we're going to be there this week. And so if I'm taking care of you already, know that I'll be there. We've made a lot of steps in the office to make it a really great experience for you, to make it a healthy experience for you, and to sterilize everything that we possibly can so that we're all practicing safe care in the office, and we're not adding to a problem, but we're resolving a problem. I want to be part of the solution, not part of the fear. I want to be a doctor that's saying, hey, listen, let's take care of you so you can be healthier. And let's take care of you so that you can have a stronger immune system. The healthier you are, spine-wise, nutrition-wise, exercise, my God, you don't have anything to worry about. I think it's so sad for me to think about so many people that are in fear. And like, if you're healthy, you don't have to be afraid. If you're healthy, you don't have to worry about getting a sickness and disease. If you practice things that are going to make you stronger and healthier, you don't have to live in fear. And, that's one of the things I love about being a chiropractor, because my whole life is not the study of disease. My whole life has been the study and the practice of health and wellness. And what can I do as your doctor to make you healthier, to improve your resistance? So whether it's a coronavirus or the influenza or a common cold or allergies, like, hey, my body's healthier and I don't need to worry about that so much because I'm taking better care of me. And that's, I think, truly the benefit of chiropractic and the whole concept of what we do to take care of you, nurture your body. Boy, there's never a better time to nurture your body than right now, I'll tell you that. One, because we're under a lot more stress right now and fear, and two, we want to raise our resistance to keep our body healthy. So listen, I'll be there all week. If you're somebody that I don't see and we resonate with you and you love to come in the office, boy, we'd love to take care of you. And I know my staff's there and we're all excited to be there and to take care of all you guys. So if you're somebody that loves what we do, but maybe you're catching this video and you're like, geez, Dr. Joe, I'm not local for you. Man, I know chiropractors that are probably the best people, not just best doctors, all over the United States. In fact, I have the opportunity to know some docs all over the world, Australia, Spain, Wales, Ireland, all over. So it doesn't matter where you are. Reach out, let me know you're looking for somebody. I'll make sure we find you somebody that puts your interest ahead of their own to make sure you're well taken care of. So hey, listen, in a difficult time, I love and appreciate you guys. I'm there for you. We're going to be doing a lot of videos just to reach out to all you guys, let you know things are good. And I want to add some value here. So I want to add some really positive thoughts. If there's something that you guys want to talk about, or you want me to talk about, or you want to hear, by all means, you can message me and communicate to me. Let me know what's happening, and we'll get out and reach out to you. And again, we'll grow through this rather than get through this, right? We'll be a healthier, better community than we are now, because I think that's the challenge. I think we're right now some of the sickest people on the planet. And that's why I think everyone's panicking, because they're like, wow, what normally wouldn't be a big deal is going to wipe out a lot of people, or could potentially wipe out a lot of people. But if you're healthy, I'm not worried about it because I'm a healthy guy, so I take care of myself. So I want you to be able to have the opportunity to live the same life. So, all right, I'll quit rambling. Love and appreciate you guys. Give us a call. Our information's right up there, our link, and then let me know if there's anything you guys want me to share or discuss with you guys. Love to do that as well. And I will talk to you guys probably tomorrow from the office. I'll be in the office with some of the best practice team members, Lisa and Leanne, and we're there to help serve you and take great care of you guys. So hopefully I'll talk to you tomorrow. Love you guys.